My name is Dan Hunter, and I want to take you through a development diary of a little platformer game I'm working on called Lethargic Lecturer. Okay, now what I'm going to do is just take you through the kind of like little agile approach of attempting to do this game. And this is where I've marked out kind of like a to-do list, a task list of jobs that I want to do. And rather than mark out all the tasks, I'm starting the little tasks, doing them, moving on to the next one. So I'm having little deliverables as I go along. So I've already done planning to this game using mind maps and mood boards to come up with graphics, enemies, that kind of thing. So now it's time to build it. Now, last time I attempted this game, I made the game first and left the title screens, controls, that kind of thing, the user interface to last. This time I'm flipping it on its head and doing that bit first. So in my first version of the game, what I've started off with is the title screen, how the player is introduced to the game. So it's quite simple. It's quite basically documented, but hey, it's documented. The reason why it's basically documented is I'm using Office 365, which doesn't have all the features of desktop Word, but you know, beggars can't be choosers now. So the idea behind it, my first deliverable is a title screen carousel. And the idea behind that is that the game switches between a number of different screens if the user doesn't do anything, if the user doesn't press a key to start the game, that kind of thing. So I've highlighted the area here, title screen, instructions screen, and then what it'll do is it'll cycle through each of the levels until a key is pressed. So title screen, instructions key screen, room 1, room 2. If room 2 was the last level, then it'll go back to the title screen, instruction screen. Now that's the plan, that's the design, and straight away I've created a test plan for that. So you can see just from that simple kind of design, I've got various numerous tests here. So from the title screen, you don't do anything. After 5 seconds, instructions key screen will be displayed. Instructions key, after 5 seconds, room 1 will be displayed, room 2, so on and so forth. So there's the design, there's the planning set up about that. So here is version 1 of the game. Now this is slightly different because I have put in, they're just very rudimentary levels, but we'll see it running now. So at the moment, my sprouts, my levels, everything is fairly basic because I'm not finishing off the graphics there to do later. So here we go. There's the title screen, very retro. Count to 5 and it should take us to the instructions. There's the instructions. Again, fairly simple, but placeholder. Here's level 1. And obviously level 2 is going to come up. There you go. And then with any luck, it's going to go back to the beginning. There you go. But if I press a key, the game starts. Now, the game isn't really there. It's just that this is a game. And all I've done for this is I followed the tutorials for Sean Spalding, his platform, and got the basics there. And then I'm going to start pulling it to bits later. So that's it for this first stage of development. Quickly flip back to the document. Here's my development diary plan. So there's the title screen carousel works, and then my different versions that we're going to look at in future videos are going to looking at the simple graphics, the platform mechanics, UI. So you can see that there's a plan going straight on. Add a high scoreboard, add pick up assignments, and then I've got the timer, lives, game over screen. So I've got an idea. These are all the deliverables that I'm going to be delivering in my development diary. So there's a look into version 1 of my Lethargic Lecturer game. Thank you very much for listening.